everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's Jumbled Mama. So today I figured I would provide you with a life update type of thing today. So here we go. I've not been posting consistently, so I figured I'll provide a life update because now I'm getting ready to revamp my channel and get back to the YouTube channel. So let's talk a little bit. All of this in the background, by the way, is just not here for no reason. This will be a clothing haul video coming up. Quite excited about it. I'm filming that today as well. So that's what all of this is in the background. Going to be showing you some things that I bought. So stay tuned for that video. But life update. So if you saw the title, you know that I quit my job with Apple, and it had nothing to do with the job itself. It had everything to do with me and where I'm at in my life now. Yeah, so when I accepted the job, I accepted it just for the fact that I needed a job. I've been unemployed for about a year and some change now. So I was just like, okay, it's time for me to get back to the field. I need to start working. I was in a rush to kind of just get back to working without thinking the whole thing through. So, yeah, so it's very part-time and it's not paying. I mean, it pays really good. Don't get me wrong. It pays more than minimum wage, but it is part-time. And I have 2 children. I'm a single mom, so whatever I make needs to be a substantial amount of money to provide for my children. And to be able to put the 7-month-old in daycare and to put the oldest one in like an after-school type of program. So, if I was to do that with this job, I would pretty much bring home absolutely no money. I'll be just working just to put them in school, and there really is no point for that. So at the time that I first started my job, I was like, cool, it's going to be at a certain time. It's going to be more in the evening, so my mom and my brother can really watch him. At the time, my brother's schedule was more consistent. Then he worked on certain days, worked certain time. But it just seemed like once I got this job, all of that changed. His hours became wacky. I couldn't really depend on him to watch the children. So trying to find childcare even during the training was so very stressful. And I'm like, I cannot do this every single day of my life when I'm actually working. Not having childcare, if you've ever been in that predicament, is like the scariest thing ever. It's because you're like, somebody has to watch them, but I also need to go to work. What do? You just feel, it's just really, really stressful when you don't have dependent child care when you need to work. And I always stress that I like my child care centers to be plan A, and people can be like plan B as a backup plan, because people are not dependable. So there's that. So childcare was one of my biggest factors as to why I could not continue with the position. The hours were outside of the childcare hours. That's not so big of a deal. My mom works from 9 to 6. If my shift starts at 6:30 and she doesn't come home to 7, it's like, okay, who's going to watch him that time? And it's like that sense of panic. So it just really did not work. And even if I got it during the childcare hours, I had a 5-year-old that had to go get off the bus at 2 o'clock. And like I said, the only way that could possibly work is putting the little one in childcare and putting the big one in an after-school program. But if I'm only making $1,200 a month, if his childcare I have someone that wanted to join me. So if the baby's child care is $600 to $800 a month, and then the big child's care is like $300 to $400 a month, that's my entire check. I currently live at home because I really can't afford to live on my own, and that's one of my biggest reasons why I need a job. I need steady income. I need something to come through for me because I want to be able to depend on me for me and my children. I live at home because my credit is not the best. It's hard for me to hold down steady employment. Every time I think, I got a job, this is going to be it. This is going to be the reason I signed on the dotted line for an apartment, and this is going to help me, something happen. Like, it never fails. Like with my last job, it'd have been nice to still have that job. It was one of the best jobs I had. But because I didn't have a degree, I became unemployed. That position was eliminated for me because I didn't have a degree. So even though I'm in school, I think that's what I'm going to focus on. I spent a lot of time just, I spent a lot of time on trying to work, and then kind of putting the degree to the side, but it's slowing me down, because I think if I would have spent at least 2 years instead of focusing so much on trying to get that job, and just spend time just being a full-time student for like a year, a full-time student for a year. I mean, I'm really not doing anything else. If I would have just spent time doing that, I would have had my bachelor's degree and I would have had that job by now. The same job people are like, oh, you're not qualified for because you don't have a degree. I like your skills and all of this. And I know a lot of people say you don't need a degree to get a job. You just got to talk to the right people. You have to network. I've done that, but I feel like it's getting me absolutely nowhere. I have a lot of factors against me. So it's just a lot. And when I say factors, I mean like driving per se. Like if you want to get a job, it's like it's not where the bus can go. So it's kind of like I'm limited in a sense. Also a mom, so I have to work at certain hours. I have to be and then if people somehow happen to know that you're a mom, you know, they kind of look at you as less dependable. I usually don't let people know that I'm a mom until until the job. People don't realize I have like children until like a year into my job. But yeah, besides childcare, it was nothing to do with the job. I'm going to actually make a separate video about the job, about training, how everything went, because it was a really, really fun experience. Another reason was because our home situation is absolutely crazy right now. There's a lot going on. We have repairs going on. We have just a lot going on at the home, and this is a work from home job. And I was just like, this ain't gonna work if this much stuff is going on behind the scenes at home. So I didn't want my job dependent on things that are constantly changing. My school and my home, like those are things that are not dependable right now. Those are things that are not dependable right now, sad to say. At any moment, you know, something with our home situation can change. And I just didn't want to be stressed about that day that comes. And I'm really excited about returning back to work, getting outside of my home. I'm really, really excited to go join other working professionals, to go network, to get dressed every day. And really cute professional clothes. That might sound superficial, but I'm excited about those things. I'm excited to go back to work. I'm just really excited about the whole thing, and I can't wait for the next position. So that's it with the job situation. There's a lot of things going on behind the scenes that just made working from home impossible. And I didn't realize all of that would come into play until I went through training. And I'm like, I can't deal with the stress of the job and the stress of everything behind the scenes. Something's got to go. And the job went. So there's that. What else? Oh, another thing. If you don't like your job, you know what I mean? You can leave your job wherever it is. But if your job is in your home, you quickly begin to hate where you live. And I just didn't want that at all. But yeah. And because of where I am in my postpartum journey, I'm trying to remain optimistic, remain positive, trying to protect the good energy that I have and all that good stuff. Trying to protect my energy and just making sure that I do things that make me happy. I know that may sound crazy to other people. They're like, well, you live at home, when you just want to do anything to get out of your home so you and your children. I'm in no rush to leave home. It's not that I'm afraid of adulting. I'm not afraid of living on my own. My thing is, if I'm going to leave, I'm going to leave and do it correctly, which means I'm going to save up a nice little amount of money. I'm going to have my credit where it needs to be. I'm going to have a dependable job, because there's no point in me having to stress more than I already stress just to say, hey, I don't live at home with my parents. I live on my own with my 2 children. But we can't get food in the refrigerator. I can't pay this utility this month. Oh my God, an emergency has came up and I can't afford this emergency because I have no savings. So it's all about moving smart and not just moving for appearance. And so the other part of this journey is thinking, hey, is YouTube still for me? Like when I was going through my training, I didn't get a chance to really edit videos or really do the YouTube thing, promote. It was really difficult. It was a full-time training, and then after that having to be a mom, so it's kind of like I am drained. But so I did a lot of thinking, hey, is this still for me? And when I look at YouTube, I wonder if it's oversaturated, if there's a place for me. I wonder about all of that. You know, I just want to I just want to create, kind of like just for fun, edit the videos for fun, all of those types of things. I just think, you know, YouTube used to be a lot of fun, and I wish I would have created videos when it was more fun. I feel like now people look at it as this huge gravy train, and now people are doing a little bit of the same things, and it's so hard to go and find creativity. I feel like creativity is something that's missing across the board everywhere. I feel like people are afraid to be their true selves. I don't know, social media has made us all sheep in a way. That's just how I feel, because we all want to dress, look, and be the same way, but we lose our individuality at the same time. And that's what I missed about social media and YouTube. And I love coming across like small YouTubers that are really, really creative with their channels, and I'm like, why can't we make it? Because I mean, there's some people doing some really creative content on YouTube and social media, and they don't get nearly half the views as like these pranks and things like that. And it's just like, I guess it's just the new wave, that's the new trend. But I miss when YouTube was a lot of fun, and there was a lot of different ideas. People weren't doing the same thing, jumping on the bandwagon type of thing, you know. So I always wonder, is there a place for someone that doesn't, you know, fit that mold of what social media is looking for? Is there a place for someone like that? You know, I just wonder. And during that time, I wondered if it was a point to even still do YouTube. Is it too late to do YouTube? So I do want to get back to creating my videos, because my mom really enjoys watching the videos. It's creating great memories for my family. I still enjoy editing. I still enjoy filming videos. So I'm going to keep going. You know, people view great. If not, we'll always have it for our memory. So it's no big deal, I guess. What else? And then you wonder, like, also, I feel like I'm not this bubbly personality. I'm not over the top. I mean, I am this person, but on camera I come across very chilled, and I'm like, am I boring? Do people even find, you know, this entertaining type of thing? So it's just difficult. And what I would love to do more of is like vlogs, but vlogs are really hard for me because I really honestly don't do a lot. Besides, like, on like the weekends, we try to go and do as much as we can. But trying to, I don't know, not trying to make excuses or complain or anything like that. I'm going to continue trying this YouTube. I'm going to continue trying this YouTube thing out. I'm also going to branch into the IGTV. Sorry, y'all, he's back there. He don't want to go to sleep even though he's tired. But I'm going to try this IGTV. I'm going to get back to my blog. And I'm just going to see what me being consistent does. Creating the content that I want to create. And see what happens with my social media, with my YouTube, with my blog. Just see where it takes me until the end of the year. Just for myself. So if you all want to continue with me on this jumbled journey, be sure to subscribe. Don't forget to like and comment down below. Stay tuned for some really cool videos coming soon, especially this one here. That's like all this stuff is behind me. That's a clothing haul. So yeah, stay tuned for more Jumbled Mama videos. Thank you all for all of my supporters out there that's watching my videos, that are commenting down below. I see you, and I will be responding back. I just had to take me a little pause and think about what I'm doing and why I started and all that good stuff. But I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.